Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the all-new 2025 Mini Countryman S ALL4. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. Before we get started, I'd like to extend a huge thanks and shout out to Flo Mini of Winston, Salem, North Carolina for allowing me some time with this example so I can shoot this video for you guys. For more information about the dealership, including contact info and current inventory, check out the link down in the description box below. As always, there's a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. The new Mini family for 2025 is said to be the most significant product investment in the brand's history since the first Mini rolled off the line in 1959. Over the last year and some change, Mini has introduced a full range of new models that, when complete by the end of 2025, will represent a total of 11 new models available in the US market, including several EVs. The new Mini Countryman has grown noticeably compared to its predecessor. It's taller by 2.4 inches, about an inch wider, and rides on a wheelbase that's about an inch longer. Overall length grows by 5.1 inches. There's really nothing quote-unquote mini about it anymore when you're talking about size, but it still offers a quirky design and the fun-to-drive nature you'd expect from the brand. With its upright, minimalist silhouette, the new Countryman embodies the adventurous flair, versatility, and reliability of a compact crossover vehicle. Short overhangs, a short hood, and the contrasting long wheelbase with large wheels combine classic Mini design features with an athletically grown body. In addition, the new design of the Countryman features improved aerodynamics to help boost fuel efficiency. As such, the next generation Mini crossover achieves a new optimum in comparison with its competitors, embracing clever vehicle design with a minimal footprint. The modern exterior design is supported by clear-cut surfaces, a slightly curved roof with a seamless transition to the newly designed C-pillars in trim-specific shapes, and the characteristic circumferential black band. The distinctive C-pillar element creates a new, highly visible accent for differentiating between different models, equipment options, and subsequent additions. Reduction to the essentials results in hallmark Mini design features such as the visual three-part division in vehicle body, a circumferential window area, and a contrasting roof having an even greater impact, allowing the new design language to develop a powerful presence that's more modern and less retro. All of the exterior lighting is LED, but there's a trick. A fun new feature that allows you to alter the appearance of the daytime running lights and the matrix taillights between classic, favored, or JCW styles. Each light signature begins and ends with a specially orchestrated welcome or goodbye animation. To change the settings, you go into the car's light settings in the central screen, which can be quickly accessed by pressing the button on the left steering wheel stalk. There, you can switch between the modes and view the differences at different angles. The adjustments have to be done while the car isn't running. One thing I'm not a fan of is the lack of visible exhaust tips. Previously, the Countryman S would have had twin polished tips. To me, this kind of cheapens the look of the vehicle from the rear. The only way to get visible exhaust tips now is to spring for a JCW, which has pretty cool quad tips. The gas-powered Countryman lineup has been simplified for 2025, leaving only 2 models to choose from. the S ALL4, which starts at $38,900, and the performance-minded John Cooper Works, which starts at $46,900. Staying true to Mini fashion, the Countryman is highly customizable. The S ALL4 in particular can be had in either Signature Plus or Iconic trims. The Signature Plus comes with 18-inch wheels, a panoramic moonroof, mini navigation, a head-up display, front seat and steering wheel heating, parking assistant, wireless phone charging, remote engine start, an auto-dimming rearview mirror, comfort access keyless entry, and an alarm system. The Iconic trim is an additional $3,200. It includes everything in the Signature Plus trim but adds the choice of 19-inch wheels, power front seats, an interior camera, standard Harman Kardon audio, navigation with augmented reality, an active driving assistant, greater park and assist features, and more. Both trims also offer the option of classic or favored styles. The classic style offers a choice between 2 combination cloth and synthetic leather upholsteries, 3 roof and mirror colors, piano black exterior accents, silver wheels, a dashboard topper in black with blue undertone, body color bumper accents, sport seats, a steering wheel with vibrant silver stitching and accents, and a satellite gray headliner. The favored style offers a choice between 3 full synthetic leather upholsteries, 4 roof and mirror colors, vibrant silver exterior accents, a dashboard topper in petrol blue fading to vintage brown, a closable box in the center console, an anthracite black headliner, JCW sports seats, vibrant silver bumper accents and wheels, and the option of a tow hitch receiver. The example we're looking at here is a Signature Plus trim with the favored style and the premium sound package. All variants are offered with the choice between 9 exterior colors. This example is finished in blazing blue, which is a $300 option. The roof and mirror options include vibrant silver, black, white, and body color. The total MSRP for this example, including destination, first aid kit, all-weather floor mats, power front seats, and a Space Saver spare tire, is $41,640. The optionally available trailer hitch offers an additional plus in practicality. When equipped, the Countryman is able to tow up to 2,645 pounds. Both 4 and 7-pin electrical connectors are included. Payload capacity comes in at 1,100 pounds, and the max roof load is 165 pounds with proper roof rails. Base curb weight for the new Countryman is 3,777 pounds. These 18 by 7.5 inch asteroid spoke vibrant silver wheels are standard with the favored style. If you haven't noticed already, vibrant silver has a goldish tint to it. With the classic style, you get these same wheels, but they're finished in traditional silver. The 19 by 8 inch wheels cost extra, but offer more unique and intricate designs. There's even a 19-inch JCW wheel that's available, finished in all black if that's more your speed. The 19-inch wheels are fitted with 245/45 all-season tires, except for the windmill spoke wheels, which come with summer tires. 225/55 all-season tires are fitted to the 18-inch wheels. A space-saving temporary spare tire is offered as a $250 standalone option. If equipped, you also get a jack and wrench. The Countryman is fitted with 4-wheel internally ventilated disc brakes as standard. The front discs span 13 inches, while the rear discs span 11.8 inches. All discs are clamped down by single piston calipers. An electronic parking brake is standard, along with 4-wheel, 4-channel, 4-sensor ABS, electronic brake force distribution, and brake assist. There's also a whole host of adaptive braking technology built into some of the driver assistance features. Another feature of the brake system is auto hold, which allows you to rest at a complete stop without having to hold the brake pedal the entire time. Overall braking performance is excellent, especially for it not being a JCW. It feels very similar, if not slightly improved, over the previous generation. Hit the brakes and they immediately bite, offering superb linearity as you come to a complete stop, even under harder stops at higher speeds. The Countryman is very stable overall. Having driven many Minis over the years, I wouldn't expect anything less. The suspension combines the tried and tested principle of a single joint springing strut axle at the front and a multi-link rear axle with a design that's optimized for weight and rigidity as a model-specific setup. It's been tweaked some for 2025, including the longer wheelbase, a slightly increased track width, different wheel and tire sizing, modified suspension tuning, and more. This lays the foundation for precise handling properties and maximum agility. The best part is that despite it being the big Mini, the Countryman still delivers the dynamics you'd expect from the brand. It has excellent body control for a compact crossover, even through sharp corners and abrupt steering changes. For even higher cornering thresholds, I'd recommend springing for the optional dynamic damper control system, which at $500 lowers the vehicle by 0.6 inches and includes 2 program maps to alter the damping characteristics of the shock absorbers in response to driving conditions and road quality. Mini's now standard ALL4 all-wheel drive system reacts quickly and precisely to changing situations. It's also compact and offers a high level of internal efficiency. It consists of a power takeoff unit integrated in the front axle differential, a propeller shaft leading to the rear axle, and a hang-on clutch that ensures precisely measured transmission of the drive torque to the rear wheels. The system's electronic control is interconnected with the dynamic stability control system, so it detects any need to adapt power distribution early on. In this way, ALL4 optimizes both traction and stability in adverse weather and road surface conditions, as well as ensuring improved agility when taking bends and more spirited driving. The model-specific electric power steering system transmits a very direct steering feel. Servotronic speed-sensitive power steering is standard, which varies the level of assistance based on your speed of travel. This makes low-speed maneuvering easier and increases stability at higher speeds. The steering ratio is a little quicker at 13.5 to 1, and it takes about 2.4 turns from lock to lock. The turning circle measures 38.1 feet. The new steering wheel has a super high-quality feel and features massive grip bolsters at 10 and 2 and accent cross-stitching. I like to think of it as a 2-spoke wheel. It has this neat pseudo-spoke at the bottom that, in reality, is an intricately woven cloth band. Easy to understand steering wheel controls operate various vehicle systems from cruise control and hands-free telephone to voice commands and audio settings. The steering wheel comes standard with heating and is manually adjustable for tilt and reach. The right stalk on the column operates the windshield wipers, which also include an automatic rain sensing feature, plus the rear wiper. The left stalk is your turn signals, lighting controls, and more. Press the button at the end of the left stalk to bring up the customizable exterior lighting that I mentioned a moment ago. While the head-up display helps keep your eyes forward, it's a little old-fashioned looking for 2025 as it pops up out of the dash like the prior generation did, rather than being beamed onto the windshield. It can be retracted into the dash when not in use. All of the settings for the head-up display can be found within the central display. The new Countryman continues to be powered by a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, although now it's developing quite a bit more power than in previous years. For example, my wife's 2023 Countryman S develops 189 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 206 pound-feet of torque at 1,350 RPM. This new generation develops 214 horsepower at 4,500 RPM and 295 pound-feet of torque at 1,500 RPM. Max engine speed is 6,500 RPM. Accelerating to 60 miles an hour takes about 6.2 seconds, while top speed is electronically limited to 130 miles per hour. In the real world, you really notice the power difference. Combined with the grip from the all-wheel drive system, this thing was downright zippy around town. When it comes to fuel economy, EPA estimates range between 24 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon on the highway. During my time with this car, I averaged around 27 miles per gallon. Premium gas is required and the total tank capacity is 14.3 gallons. A fuel-saving auto start-stop system is standard. Unlike before, you can't just toggle it off. You have to go through the center screen to the drivetrain and chassis menu to disable it if you want, so it's a little extra work than before. The single twin-scroll turbocharger allows for pretty quick response, especially when switched to the go-kart experience mode. All of Mini's engines are constructed using aluminum for the block and head, the latter of which integrates the exhaust manifold for more effective cooling of the exhaust gases and the turbocharging system. The valve train consists of dual overhead camshafts with 4 valves per cylinder and double Vanos variable valve timing. One unique feature is the crankcase cooling system, which can be reduced when demand is low under partial load by means of a split cooling system for the block. Fuel is delivered via high-pressure direct injection. The compression ratio is 10.5 to 1. One gripe for me is the transmission. The 8-speed automatic that was previously offered with the Countryman all-wheel drive models has been dropped in favor of a revised 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, which I'll admit performs great. It was previously only offered on front-wheel drive models. It's responsive, quick shifting, and felt sporty when pushed hard through corners, as it has an algorithm that can adapt to your driving style. The transmission is operated by a small toggle lever in the simplified center stack. The toggle goes up and down so you can select between reverse, neutral, drive, and low mode. In the latter, the shifting experience is reminiscent of the old S mode that you engaged by moving the automatic lever to the left. The new version feels both faster and smarter, which is a nice plus. Park is engaged by the button on the left of the shift toggle. Previously, the automatic had an electronic shift lever in the center console that gave somewhat of an analog feel to an obvious bit of digital tech. That has been completely removed from this generation. Personally, I'm not a fan of the toggle switch. In my opinion, it takes away from the driving experience. Paddle shifters are also strangely absent on the Countryman except for the John Cooper Works. Therefore, at least at this time, there's no way to currently shift the transmission manually, which, in my opinion, is a major connectivity loss for enthusiasts. Giving credit where it's due, Mini has developed an entire suite of what they call experiences. It's a pretty sleek setup. They're a lot more in-depth than your typical drive modes. The modes include Go-Kart, Core, Green, Personal, Vivid, Timeless, Balance, and Trail. Some of the modes, like Go-Kart and Green, I noticed a definitive difference in how the car drove. Green was more restrained as it prioritizes maximizing fuel economy. Go-Kart takes things up a notch by making the throttle more sensitive, the transmission more responsive, and it felt like the steering firmed up a tad. It also boosted engine sound. What's also fun is that each experience is accompanied by an announcement sound. Go-Kart, for example, announces with an enthusiastic woohoo! Not all experiences affect the way the car drives. Some of them are simply for promoting a relaxing interior environment. Balanced is a good example. Timeless gives you retro-like instruments. Personal allows you to change the image on the display, amongst other things, and Vivid automatically defaults to your current music selection and coordinates interior lighting to complement album artwork. Of course, I'm just scratching the surface here. Each experience has its own unique ambient interior lighting that displays through transparent sections of the dash at night. Depending on the experience, additional ambient lighting will dress up other areas of the interior too. Open up the doors with the new flush door handles and you'll be greeted to an interior that couldn't be more different from the previous generation. It still has some retro-inspired details, but there's more tech than ever before. At the same time, it's a very modern interior with sparse controls and simple designs that offer a unique combination of form and function. That being said, some things are a bit too modern for my taste, but full disclosure, I'm an old school guy at heart. I've always been fond of Mini's inherent cuteness, retro-inspired looks, and attention to detail. I feel the interior has been taken back a step for the sake of placing more emphasis on new tech and creating a more simplified user experience. The industry as a whole is becoming more digital by the day, so this isn't a surprise. Giving credit where it's due, I think Mini is off to a fantastic start in giving their lineup a fresh lease on life, and I think many folks will appreciate all of what the new Minis offer. Personally, I'd like to see more color and finisher options, and I'd like to see a greater use of soft touch materials. The fabric material on the upper doors and dashboard have an interesting texture that isn't necessarily pleasant to the touch, and kind of reminds me of a burlap sack. The overall build quality is top-notch and feels solid, as I personally have come to expect from Mini, but I do think the overall finish of the interior has also taken a step back. There's significantly less soft-touch materials used, especially in key touch points like the door panels and center armrest. The forward portion of the dashboard is another example, as it's now a sheet of plastic with an interesting textured pattern versus the sculpted padded dash of the previous generation. As I highlighted earlier, the upholstery in the new Countryman is available in either a combination of cloth and synthetic leather or full synthetic leather, depending on whether you opt for the classic style or favored style. Genuine leather is no longer offered. The combination of cloth and synthetic leather can be had in either gray and blue or black and blue two-tone themes, both of which are paired with a dashboard topper in black with blue undertone, a steering wheel with vibrant silver stitching and accents, and a satellite gray headliner. The full synthetic leather JCW sport seats can be had in vintage brown, dark petrol as shown here, or beige, all of which are paired with a dashboard topper in petrol blue, fading to vintage brown, and an anthracite black headliner. The synthetic leather, which is called Wesson, offers a high-quality, leather-like feel, but is said to offer superior durability and have less of an environmental impact compared to conventional leather production. The style of the intricate perforations across the middle of the seats are unique to the two upholstery styles. Regardless of the upholstery, there's stitched Mini logos in the middle of the backrests. The Signature and Signature Plus trims come standard with manually adjustable front seats, both of which offer sliding, reclining, and height adjustment, plus adjustable headrests. Power front seats are offered as an option on the Signature Plus. Along with the same adjustments as you'd get with the manual seats, the powered seats have 4-way power lumbar and 2 memory presets for the driver. Heated front seats and a heated steering wheel are standard. The seats are very comfortable and offer great lateral support. Compared to the previous generation, the driver and front passenger get about 2 inches of additional width in the shoulder and elbow areas. It didn't take long for me to find a good position. There's a lot of adjustment, and taller people will likely be surprised how accommodating the front seats actually are. A massage function for the driver is included with the JCW seats, and it can be set to different modes, including activation, relaxation, revitalization, and invigoration. The intensity and speed of the massage can also be adjusted. The headrests are fixed on the JCW sport seats. The steering wheel is adjustable for tilt and reach. The panoramic sunroof is a wonderful feature, as it adds so much natural light and makes the interior feel much more open. The center console design is functional, if not a bit Spartan in design. The available center-mounted storage container is a must-have, being that the new center armrest design does not incorporate a cubby. The top is adjustable though, you can slide it back and forth for comfort if needed. Unfortunately, like the door armrest, it's on the harder side. More padded materials would definitely be appreciated. The glove box is generously sized, and there's large pockets across the door panels. At the rear of the center console, there's a 12-volt power outlet and 2 USB-C outlets. Overhead, there's LED lighting, microphones for the hands-free phone system, an auto-dimming rearview mirror, and visors with illuminated vanity mirrors. The standard audio system is a 100-watt 6-speaker setup, but if you opt for the Harman Kardon premium audio system, you get a big bump to 12 high-quality speakers and 320 watts of power. The easiest way to tell if one of these has the Harman Kardon system would be the signature tweeters at the top edges of the doors. The central OLED display sets a new benchmark with its high resolution and, for the first time, its round shape. The center icon is the defining feature of the interior, extending the classic round instrument of the predecessor model with the addition of a completely new feel and versatile functions. As an instrument cluster, the Mini Interaction Unit is a center for both experience and comfort. Thanks to the Mini Operating System 9, all vehicle functions can be operated intuitively via touch or voice. In the redesigned cockpit, the design is moved closer to both front seats and is particularly easy to reach. The diameter of the thin touch display with a high-quality glass edge and a diameter of 9.4 inches is reminiscent of the usual smartphone standards in its operating logic. The graphic presentation of the content is modern and focuses on the essentials. The upper area contains relevant vehicle-related information such as speed and battery status. When the speed indicator is pressed, a large striking display with full-screen speedometer appears that puts a clear focus on driving. In the home menu, the other widgets are displayed in thumbnail view to the left and right of the current menu function. They can be brought up and selected by swiping horizontally to the center. In the lower area of the display, the menu items Navigation, Media, Phone, and Climate can be selected directly at any time. All other functions can be accessed via the menu in the same way as on a smartphone. The display returns to the default setting via the Home button. An expansive interior ambient lighting system is tied to the Mini Experience modes and extend the interior ambiance using a projector unit behind the display. The dashboard will shine in different patterns and colors with special light graphics depending on the choice of experience mode. The standard dual-zone climate control system is now controlled from the screen versus the physical controls used in the previous generation. It's a cool detail, but it takes time to get used to. The basic controls are always visible, including temperature adjustments as well as front seat and steering wheel heating. For more in-depth controls, there's a dedicated climate menu. That's where you can change fan speed, zones, activate automatic climate control, and recirculation. Going a few steps further, you can dial in the level of heating for the front seats and steering wheel to get things just right, including the adjustments for the passenger seat. With cabin preconditioning, you can set schedules so that your Mini is at the right temperature when you want it. A remote start system is standard. In conjunction with the Mini Connected package, the Mini Connected Store provides access to a constantly evolving variety of practical and entertaining apps, including gaming, music, and video streaming. The new Air Console app, for example, provides a unique form of in-car gaming for all passengers, making the smartphone the controller of the game on the OLED display. You can customize shortcuts for frequently used features and create multiple user profiles to store data accordingly. The operating system emphasizes real-time connectivity and enhanced navigation. With cloud-based routing that leverages 5G for rapid data transfer, Mini's navigation system delivers traffic and route updates as quickly as popular apps like Google Maps. Additionally, the platform supports augmented reality, overlaying directional arrows and other guides on a live video feed, helping drivers navigate complex intersections with precision. Just say, "Hey Mini," to activate the Mini Intelligent Personal Assistant on the display. Interacting with the Mini IPA, you can use your voice to control a wide range of options such as navigation, telephone, entertainment, and other vehicle functions. You can even ask it to tell stories or jokes for a bit of entertainment. "Hey Mini, tell me a funny story."
Why is a Mini faster than a bicycle? Because bicycles are too tired.
"Hey Mini, turn the temperature down."
Temperature reduced to 68 degrees.
Every media option you can imagine is included in one way or another, whether it be traditional media features or streaming services. In addition to AM, FM, HD, and Sirius XM satellite radio, you have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Obviously, with the latter two, you can use many of your phone's apps, whether it be Pandora, Google Maps, calling, messaging, or whatever else. A Wi-Fi hotspot is included so you and your passengers can stay connected no matter what. The system is sleek and smooth, with little lag. I especially like all of the various infographics. They can be really entertaining. Let me be the first to tell you that this system is in-depth, one of the most in-depth I've used in quite a while. There are so many features packed into this thing, there is no way I can cover it all in this video. My goal with showing you all of this was to give you a snapshot of its capabilities. You're definitely going to want to visit a Mini retailer to play with it in person because I can probably make an entire video just on this system alone. Mini has introduced a significant amount of new safety tech on the Countryman. In addition to the standard driver assistance systems, the 2025 model includes an upgraded rear-view camera with parking guidance lines and obstacle marking, parking sensors, and a new available surround view camera system that provides a comprehensive view of your surroundings. The new Mini also benefits from improved structural integrity thanks to the inclusion of more high-strength materials into the vehicle's construction. The improvements enhance overall crash protection and should contribute to even better safety ratings. An upgraded airbag system features additional sensors and expanded coverage. There's 8 airbags in total, including side and head airbags for the first and second row outer seats and knee airbags. Additional safety features equipped on this example include the standard LED exterior lighting, automatic high beam assist, driver attention assist, tire pressure monitoring, crash sensors, and post-collision eye brake. You have teleservices and emergency call, a parking assist system with front and rear parking sensors, as well as heated exterior mirrors, rear window, and washer jets. Available advanced driver assist systems for the Countryman include active blind spot detection, lane departure warning, speed limit assist, steering wheel feedback, front collision warning with brake intervention, available rear cross traffic warning and rear collision prevention, exit warning, and active cruise control with stop and go function. The driver assistance and drivetrain and chassis menus in the center screen are your go-to sources for all of the car's safety tech. The innovative Mini Digital Key Plus function turns your smartphone into the key via the Mini app. The welcome animation of the front and rear lights begin as soon as you're less than 10 feet away, and the doors automatically unlock when you're at a distance of less than 5 feet. The latter can be toggled on or off, just personal preference. This convenient feature experiences can be digitally transferred to different users, including their personal vehicle settings. Another new feature for Mini is the option of semi-automated driving on multi-lane roads. This allows the driver to take their hands off the steering wheel at speeds up to 37 miles an hour as long as they continue to closely monitor traffic and is ready to intervene at any time. When changing lanes, the assistance system helps by identifying the gaps in traffic that are necessary on the way to the exit. This then brings the vehicle to optimal speed and automatically initiates the lane change. The Countryman's new back seat is more accommodating and spacious. With larger door openings, you also get improved ingress and egress. Before, you can sit up to 5 people, but now you can do it easier and more comfortably. The position of the rear row of seats can be adjusted in length by up to 5.1 inches. This provides either highly comfortable legroom in the rear or additional volume in the luggage compartment. The backrest of the 3 rear seats are also individually adjustable in 6 positions by up to 12 degrees. This means that the seat either offers the option to lean back or else supports an upright seating posture. The shoulder width of the rear seats has also been increased by nearly an inch, similar to the gains seen in the front. Honestly, the biggest hindrance is the middle position of the seat due to the height of the center floor tunnel and the fact that there's a little tray there now that you have to straddle. Overall visibility is quite good except for the accent piece on the rearmost side windows which block visibility some. Not a big deal, just something I noticed. An array of child seat anchors enable a car seat to be placed in either of the 3 seating positions. The panoramic sunroof opens at the front and is fixed at the rear. Unlike the previous design, the roof uses a one-piece sunshade that can partially block the sun or completely block the sun. There's no physical crossbar in the middle, just the divider built into the roof itself. Another improvement is the addition of a fold-down armrest with 2 cup holders. There's 3 full-size adjustable headrests that can also be folded for extra visibility when not in use. I'm 5 foot 10 inches and felt there was plenty of space overall. The added adjustability definitely gives even more flexibility for taller folks, but all in all, the Countryman offers great accommodations for this segment. Additional rear seat amenities include adjustable air vents in the rear of the center console, 2 USB-C charging ports, large door storage pockets, front seatback storage pockets, overhead LED illumination, and overhead grab handles with coat hooks. Rear privacy glass is standard on the iconic trim. A power opening and closing tailgate is now standard on the Countryman. Previously, it was an optional feature. A privacy cover embossed with cool detailing in the Mini logo is standard and can be easily removed if needed. Behind the rear seat, you have nearly 25 cubic feet of cargo space, a significant bump over its predecessor's 17.6 cubic feet. Underneath the cargo floor is a large compartment that can house a lot of stuff unless you opt for the Space Saver spare tire. Even with the tire though, there's still room to store some stuff. The rear seat backrest is a 40-20-40 split design that allows for a variety of cargo configurations depending on what and who you're carrying. Having the ability to independently fold down the middle section is pretty cool. If you have longer items to transport, you can do so and still have plenty of space for 2 rear passengers. With the backrest folded completely, you can expand the total cargo space to 56.2 cubic feet, an improvement of 8.6 cubic feet over the previous generation. Additional trunk amenities include LED lighting, a small cubby, and a 12-volt power outlet on the right side. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing that too and make sure those notifications are turned on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.